guys are the ingredients and the success recipe for performance. Now, I will give you 3 practical tips that you can go and experiment, try within your own teams and see how it works. And you can get back to me, you can drop me a mail and share your stories. Number 1, create a culture of mutual respect. Everybody should respect everybody else, and we should understand that every one of us has certain strengths, certain weaknesses. There is no one who has no weaknesses. Essentially, that is one of the reasons why we work as a team. Otherwise, every individual is a team by himself or herself. We work as a team because there are certain weaknesses that we have which will get nullified by someone's strength in the team. So that's one of the reasons. So when you build a team, please take care. You create a culture of mutual respect. How do you do that? Maybe come up with ground rules for your team. Come up with an operating procedure for your team. Come up with certain behavioral aspects within your team. You say certain things are accepted within the culture, certain things are not accepted in the culture. So you have to spell out very clearly. You have to help the team to come up with the list of items that helps them to create a culture of mutual respect. That's number 1. Number 2, award team achievements, not individual achievements. Individual achievements have shown place. Yes, we want to recognize those individual achievements, but more importantly, award and reward, appreciate and reward team achievements. Your team goals are at a higher level than individual goals, and this is something that anybody can do. Any organization, any team can actually come up with their own ways of rewarding and recognizing team achievements. And number 3, this is primarily coming from leadership perspective. Practice servant leadership. Servant leadership is a concept in itself, and I have given a talk in various forums on servant leadership. In short, a servant leader is someone who serves the people first, and then through the service he attains the leadership position. I mean, it's a philosophical thought, and people may have questions. People may think how it is possible. Is it possible? First of all, it's good to listen to all these kind of nice to listen stories. Is it really practical? I would like you to go and look at the vision statement of Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines, their leaders, their CXOs follow servant leadership, and their vision statement reflects that. I mean, it's not that difficult, or it's not that difficult as many of us perceive. It is possible to practice servant leadership. If you try and experiment to practice servant leadership, I'm sure you'll be able to see the success. These are some of the practical tips that I want to leave you with. Now, I come to the last portion of our talk. Albert Einstein said, to break a mental model is harder than splitting an atom. Which is harder, splitting an atom or breaking mental model of people? And obviously it is the latter. Breaking the mental model of people is harder. And all of us have experienced it. Changing an organizational culture is very difficult. Changing a team culture is difficult. Changing individuals' ideologies is difficult. It's hard actually. It's really hard. But that's exactly what we are talking about. We have to change our mental model from competition to collaboration, from mistrust to trust, then from, if we take care of these 2 aspects, collaboration and the trust, we don't need to worry about the performance aspects. Performance will come, and that performance will be superlative performance. There's no doubt in that. So the challenge in front of us is not just, it's actually not building agile teams. The challenge in front of us is changing or breaking our mental models towards competition, collaboration, mistrust, and trust. And thereby the performance will obviously change to superlative performance that we decide to have. And finally, I would like to give you a challenge. You can do this challenge with a team of 10 people, and the goal is pass the ball from one person to another to all the 10 people, one after the other, and bring the ball back to the first person. And the goal is to do it in the shortest possible time. What do you think would be the shortest possible time to pass the ball from one person to another person for 10 people and back to the first person? So obviously you can imagine your mental model. People probably will be standing in circles, ball will be get passed on from one person to another, back to the first person. What is the shortest possible time do you think? 24 seconds? Probably that's the first attempt. But if we give them if you place the trust on the team and let the team collaborate, you will see a different result. And I wanted to take up this challenge and try in your own teams. You can take a small ball and take up this challenge, and I guarantee that you will be in for a surprise, like I was in one of my sessions. People come up with patterns, people come up with ideas, people come up with executions which will surprise us. And the number 24 seconds is too far. And I just leave it to you to find out what is the shortest possible time